Hey, 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 everybody. Some, some just ain't right. It just ain't right. Some, some just ain't right. It just ain't right. Hey, where is everybody? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Ooh. Hey, everybody. This is Let Me See a Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. I had to double check to see if I had my video on public the other day. I did a whole, uh, I thought was live, and find out later on it was on private. So I was like, let me double check to make sure that I'm on here. Hey, is it Mac Real, MD Real? Mo is real. I'm sorry, don't got my glasses on. Mo is real, and hello, Ryan Mindfulness. How y'all doing? Yeah, this is really sad. And I'm trying to really be like, usually I'm very empathetic when it comes to these things, especially like when, Shaquilla Robinson getting killed. And then there were some other Americans that have been killed in Mexico and also in the Dominican Republic. And then also Takeoff, murdered here in Houston. But this case, hey, Lindsay, um, but this case really has been like perplexing me. Like I have so many more questions that answers. And shout out to the transcript committee for keeping me informed because I know I've been doing a lot of Jaguar Wright content. I know I've been got a list of other topics I need to also address too. This topic, the Glorilla concert death. There is I just heard last night or this morning there may be another arrest in the takeoff case, so I gotta double check on that. So shout out to President Mejia or Mexia, Queen Amadea Shakur, Gossip XOXO, and who else? Tales from the Cult as well. I put their links in the chat, and shout out to the transcript committee again, the head of the transcript committee. They know who they are for sending me some links. And also I put a New York Post article in the chat too. Trigger warning, the New York Post article has the kidnapping video. So if that's too much for you, please don't watch it. Cause yeah. So it's just, whew. But hey, I'm officially on spring break, so I will have a little bit more time to cover these topics, this next week. So in between me catching up on sleep, spending time with friends, I'll have more time to go over these topics. So also, I have my other channel. Let me see your transcript reactions. I need to do another Jaguar reaction, but someone requested a reaction. I need to do that one too. Hey, Black Anonymous, you couldn't pay me to go to Mexico now. Between this mess and the Shaquilla Robinson situation. Yeah, and this is the thing. Where Shaquilla Robinson went, like, that is basically a major tourist spot. That place should have, like, had no deaths. The biggest things that they have there are robbery or burglary, people stealing. And that's why they're always like, hey, make sure you stay to the tourist spot. You know what I'm saying? And also you can go on to the, I probably need to do a video about this. You can go to the United States State Department, Secretary of State website, and it will tell you which countries are safe to travel to. And right now, I need to find that map. President Mejia, MEXIA, he had a really good map on his video that showed you the places in Mexico. It was like, rethink your traveling here or don't go traveling here, you know. And the thing is, in Matamoros, which is a city, and it's in the province of, or I guess it's called the state of Tamaulipas, right? And so Matamoros is literally on the other side of the river of, basically, Brownsville is like the southernmost tip of Texas. And on the other side of that river is Matamoros. So, and I remember back in like the 90s when Matamoros was on the map because they were finding people's bodies and stuff. I think it was some people on spring break, and they were finding, it was some type of, they were trying to say something about, it was like blood sacrifice, vampires and stuff. But now I wonder if it was like the cartels all that whole time, but they didn't know what it was called. You know what I'm saying? But, oh yeah, thank you, Lindsay, for putting that in there. Hey, Midwife K. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, yeah. Because for a while, even in Dominican Republic, they were trying to say, they were giving them a warning about over there, because it was like Black and white Americans going there, and they were like, some of them were not coming back. So I was like, okay. So they were like getting sick at the hotel or like being found dead and stuff. So they were like, then one, I think it was like a burglary attempt gone wrong. I think they either were leaving or coming to Dominican Republic, and I think someone ran them off the road. I think the man died, but the woman survived. So, but I had to admit, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's 10 in the chat. Please have 10 likes. I'm on my way home, so that can help me get through this traffic. I really was surprised. I'm gonna be honest about this, that they was black. I really was. But you know what? We weren't expecting Shaquilla Robinson to be dying in Mexico either. And see, that's what I've heard. The DR is really cool, but I don't know what's happened last year. Wait, they were Haitians? It seems to recall that it was said that those who were kidnapped and killed were Haitian. But it was a couple. They were showing that there were some African Americans like from the United States that they were getting. It was like 3 or 4 cases, or maybe 4 cases where that they mysteriously died. You mean tend to hate or not like? Wait, in the DR or in Mexico? Midwife K. Okay, so this is the thing. I just heard the story. I kept saying, oh, 4, all I heard was 4 people in a white minivan. And did they say North Carolina or South Carolina plate? Going, yeah, I heard that DR colors were real. And I think they even didn't they take citizenship away from some Haitians who had been there for years? And they're like, oh, if you don't have a parent or some parent or whatever that Haitian is Dominican Republic, you have to leave or something. Oh, they were from South Carolina. I don't know why I kept thinking North Carolina. Okay, thank you for y'all correcting me and everything. So Yeah, I didn't think that was fair. If you were born in the DR, basically they basically took birthright citizenship from them, and I'm just like, wow. I do think it's deep rooted in colorism, but I think it also may be deep rooted also in history because Haiti, which is right next door to the Dominican Republic, um, they got their freedom. Former slaves, rose up and fought for their freedom, and so I have to do some more research. So, but I was reading and I heard reported to me that the Haitians who then liberated Haiti, what would be Haiti, was called Saint Domingue at the time. They went next door to the Dominican Republic thinking like, oh, we're gonna liberate y'all from the Spanish, and the people there were like, well, we don't want to be liberated. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But I had to do some more research on that. Yeah, but the thing about it is, did the Spanish owners, did they paint a different version of the event, or say a different version of the event? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking like it's kind of yeah. I will have to look up DR's birthright citizen. But I'm thinking like, oh, if you were born in Haiti, you can't stay. But you were born there, like. But yeah, when I first heard, I was like, oh, they're from the South, and I was thinking like, y'all drove all this way to Texas to Mexico, and then at the first article said, oh, they went there to get medicine, and I said, wait a minute now, medicine, and to me, I was like, okay, medicine, i.e., drugs. Then I heard a tummy tuck. I was like, tummy tuck, and then I looked at the picture of them, and I was like, oh, these black folks. I'm like, really? Black folks went in the minivan? I said, wait a minute now. I said, really? And they're like, because it's cheaper. And I'm just like, hmm. Then I read another article said, oh, it wasn't a tummy tuck. Now I'm hearing it wasn't a tummy tuck. It was a BBL. And I'm just like, okay, well, BBL kind of like, because it's like the end thing now, I can see BBL being, you know, being done. But I just like, really? You drove though? Y'all was trying to save on what, flight miles or something? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Cause Southwest and Frontier and Spirit is cheap right now. But then again, I thought, okay, well maybe if she got a BBL, she might have to lie on her stomach. You know, I don't know how much it's cost. Yeah, cheap surgery medications, Mexico, Brazil, there. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, they went there. Oh wow, celebrate freedom from the Haitians. Wow, wow. See, yep. Mm. And unfortunately, their Haitians are always seeming to be in some type of political conflict or earthquake, hurricane. Oof. But I was just like, oh wait, you said I've been on a seat with someone who got a BBL. She was looking crazy, couldn't sit in the seat. Oh, okay. But then I started thinking though, someone made a good point. I think it might have been Tales from the Cult in her video. Um, it needed to be four of y'all, three of y'all needed to go with her, three of y'all. Now they did say one was her cousin, right? And I think the other one were like what, childhood friends or friends, whatever. And I'm just like, okay. And then I found out from uh, President MEXIA. He's, by the way, President Mexia. He's actually a black guy. He's from Den Mejia, Texas. That's the name of the town he's from. So he just changed his name to President Mejia. So he's actually a black guy. But he has some really good receipts. And so he said that there was a fifth person that was in the van with them, but that person didn't have like the proper ID or something. And so that person stayed in Brownsville, okay, while the rest of the group traveled over the river to Matamoros. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so no, it wasn't three people who went with this lady who was getting this surgery. It was four of them. So I'm like, how the five of y'all in the minivan supposed to drive back while she's laid on her stomach because she can't be on her back because of the BBL? Are y'all taking turns driving? Like, what? Why so many of y'all? And then I thought to myself, who goes all the way to, y'all know y'all going to Mexico. Y'all know y'all going to Mexico. Why you don't have proper ID? Why you don't have proper ID? So that person's supposed to be like in the hotel on the Brownsville side waiting for everybody. And then I guess there was according to me, it was a woman. And so she didn't hear from the rest of the group. So she called the authorities. And I'm just like, wait a minute now. Were you supposed to alert the authorities in case she didn't hear from them? Or was it a setup? And she's like, oh, I don't have my ID. And she let the other four go into an ambush. I'm just trying to figure. I just got a lot of questions. Also, I put in two GoFundMe accounts. One of the ladies, Miss Eric Williams is it Eric Williams? Yeah, Eric Williams' wife is trying to need help with his care because he got shot, I think, in both legs, and he has rods and stuff, and so he's gonna need care and everything when he gets back. So her GoFundMe is there, and then I forget who else. Is it Sharif or the other guy? It might have been Brown. His family is trying to get his body back because they had to take his. I guess either I don't know if the body's still in Mexico, or if it's still in, or if it's in Matamoros, or if it's in Brownsville. Well, anyway, they got to get the body back, and they're thinking about getting another autopsy done, just so that they, it's conclusive for them that this is how their loved one died, and um, so I just have it there in case you want, would like to help them out. But I got questions, and then I got something I gotta do some more reading about. Someone said that the girl Latavia, is her name Latavia? Latavia, right? Okay, so Latavia supposedly has a boyfriend or a husband who just went to jail for running drugs. So I'm just like, wait a minute, hold on now. I'm gonna have to go. Hey, Lindsay, I'm gonna have to go look at their interviews and look at their body language. I'm gonna have to sit down, put my glasses on, and watch them do the body language. Optics gives Wellcroft Queen trying to get a BBL and flip her taxes. Not saying I agree. Okay. But then this is the other part I have questions about too, right? Yeah, it's really fitting a lot of stereotypes. The only thing that's not a stereotype is the fact that they're black. Because I was thinking like, oh, this gives me white people. I'm sorry, it gives me white people. I'm sorry. When I heard Carolina and white minivan, I was like, okay, white people, all right. Then I look at the thing, I'm like, oh, okay. All right. You hear something new all the time. But then one that got me was Eric Williams' wife was like, he said he was gonna go help a friend. I didn't know he was going to Mexico. Really, man? You didn't know? Like, and she didn't hear from her husband. She was like, oh, I had my son call, and he hadn't heard from his dad either. And I was like, wait a minute now. Or did he? Or this is the thing. Or did he tell his wife he was going one place and he was really going somewhere else? And then when she was wanting to go see him, he was like, "No, don't come see me." What? Is it because if I go down there, am I gonna get killed, or what? Or you need me to help you get some money to get you back? Like, what's going on, sir? What you? I, Lord, listen. Be like, where's Latavia? Latavia, what? What does she need help with? You didn't tell me. And then someone said, well, how come his wife didn't go? I'm like, I don't know. Hey, TC Gemini. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a new subscriber. I know I haven't been on in a couple of days. I've been trying to. This was also well, I guess you say midterm week. So a lot of finals and papers and midterms and stuff were due the last few days. So I have to make sure I get all that done before I leave, so I can actually have a restful spring break. So, but thanks for coming. I appreciate it. But I'm just like, wait a minute now. All right now, y'all. All right, what more information are we gonna get today? And then, this is what really got me yesterday. So they said first that these 4 people were kidnapped because they were kidnapped by the cartel, right? And they said, they got kidnapped by the cartel because they thought that they were, I guess, either competition or something, or they owed them some money. Then later they said, no, they got caught in opposite cartels. I guess had a gang fight or whatever, and they got caught in the crossfire. I was like, okay, which one is it? You got caught in the crossfire. That wasn't it. They got misidentified by the cartel as possible drug runners or something like that. And two died and 2 got killed. I was surprised that 2 was even found alive, because I was thinking like, okay, either they trying to get all this money from them, because it was like, they offer, with the kidnapping, offer the money, but then I think was it Mexico offered 50,000 or United States? So either way, you got the United States and Mexican government and the city of Matamoros government and the province of Tamaulipas government. Everybody's down there looking at them. So this is messing up the cartel's business. So all of a sudden we get from the cartel, the cartel done issued a letter. And then I think someone said I knew they gave up 1 member, I guess. They got 1 member, but then they gave up, I think, now 4 of their members saying, hey, we sorry. These were some rogue members of ours. They took some initiative they shouldn't have taken. And then they gave up 4 people and did a letter. And I'm just like, when did the cartel start writing letters and turning over people responsible? I'm just like, are they getting more business savvy now? Business money? Are they trying to, follow the American mafia model? What is going on? Y'all writing letter, and who got the letter? Who did they drop it? Did they? I think they said they found. Hear me? Put a one in the chat. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all put a one in the chat? I got a phone call. I just put it on Do Not Disturb. She's, and it's like, Lindsay said, they trying to get that Yelp reviews up. And it's like, what are they doing? And was it in Spanish or was it in English? They got it on me. I just put it on Do Not Disturb. Can't hear that. Okay. I just put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, sorry. Someone keeps calling me and I'm on my phone on StreamYard and it knocks me out. Hey, leakyou.com, how you doing? Yeah, I said, and they were like, they gave it to somebody in the media or whatever. You know, I was like, y'all got an apology letter? It's like, I'm sorry, my bad. We had some new recruits. We should have did better in the HR process, in the interview process. I'm thinking that they wanted to do that because they know, because someone in the U.S. Congress wants the cartels to be labeled as terrorist groups, and so when you label them terrorist groups, that means more money is devoted to fight terrorism. That means more manpower, more training, more interaction between the different governments. That means more eyes are going to be on Matamoros. I think that's why they did it. They're like, okay, we got to get these people off, these eyes off of us. Yeah, I think I saw that too. Someone had mistook this guy and killed him. Hey, LeakU, thank you so much. I need to check out leakyou.com. He said the blood. Hey, Demeter, 1968. Why do I feel like I hear, is that the cord next to me? Is that mine? He said the blood's on LLC. It could be. Right. Exactly. That's what it is. Just, hey, we sorry, my bad. We won't do this hopefully in the future. Don't send no more people down here. Can y'all hear me now? I think this is why I think why there's this is why I think the Cabo Six um incident is not getting as much, I don't know, attention maybe. Okay. It was basically a personal incident that resulted in a person's death, And unfortunately, the people involved are Americans who came back here. Okay. Whereas in Mexico, you also have to think about this too. Think about it. I'm from Texas. I live in a blue city, blue county. I say that all the time. I live in a red state. Governor Greg Abbott is always saying some shit about border security. That the president is not doing enough for border security. So now here you have 4 Americans who went across the border and got kidnapped and 2 got killed. So not only is it an international incident, it is now a political incident on the U.S. side too. So in order to shut Abbott ass up, Biden has to respond a lot quicker. It's not fair. I do want Shanquella Robinson and her family to get justice, but I'm just saying this is what the political climate is like. Plus, you're dealing with a whole bunch of people, groups on guns. You don't know if there's going to be some retaliation. Maybe that city, that state in Mexico, that country, maybe they're calling the White House like, look, we got problems. You about to have a problem. We need to handle this now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's less red tape also in dealing with the situation in Matamoros than it is in dealing with the situation in Cabo San Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Cabo San Lucas, for the most part, is a place where you shouldn't really, have not too much, murder going on. But Matamoros, on the other hand, you got cartels that's literally dividing up the damn city on a daily basis. You got saying don't go here. My thing is if they got a thing that say don't go there, who the hell's idea was it to go there? Yeah, I mean, y'all don't check out stuff when y'all go to places. I know I do. You said, how is this not a simulation? Don't know. That, you know what? That's true. But at the same time, it's like, how much traffic is going in and out of Cabo San Lucas, and how much drugs is coming in and out of Matamoros? That's what I'm thinking. If there's more drugs and violence happening in Matamoros than it is happening out of Cabo San Lucas, I can see why both the presidents are responding the way they are. Right, right, right. I'm gonna get secondhand embarrassment. Right. And the thing is, like, did the family get any time to get a notice from like the U.S. side of the government, like, hey, we just let you know your family got kidnapped. This is what happened before some camera showed up and got these people on camera. Like, come on, like, did you? Because this is not like social media people, you know, having interviews with family members. A little bit more impromptu. They don't got all the bells and whistles. Y'all CNN. And I'm just thinking, like, from the picture I did see, them kids look uncomfortable. Like, y'all got the kids in the video? What idea was this? My mama got shot up and you coming to put a camera in my face? Whose idea was this? And the other lady is the wife. Like, she don't got no questions, no answers either. I'm just like, whose idea was this? Lindsay said I was uncomfortable. I mean, did they feel like they had no choice? Like, hey, right now this is private time. We're gonna give questions and interviews later on when we're in a much better state. I don't know. I just got a feeling, I don't know. Maybe Roland Martin would have took a different approach. I'm just saying. Yeah, I would say even Don Living with all the problems he's having right now, like he would have been like a little bit more, you know. I hope Don Lemon gets some. He might need some rest. I heard he was screaming at people, screaming at the white girl at the job. Like, girl, that dude. Maybe you're not good in the morning. And they say T.J. Holmes and that Amy Markerbacher, whatever that girl's name is, they trying to find them some new jobs. I'm sorry, you got what kind of love do y'all got? Y'all lost y'all good job. Well, wait, Don Lemon was the one that interviewed them. Wait, because I thought you said Don Lemon would have known better. Like he didn't do it, but someone else did. But he did the interview. Oh Lord, Don, it might be time you go on vacation. It might be time you go on vacation, sir. And they probably went to Don Lemon and said, "Look, Don, you gonna interview these people. You gonna do this job. We ain't gonna have no hiccups. You already screamed at the white girl. She threatening Sue. Now go ahead and ask these questions uncomfortably to these people." No, he knew better to handle it. Like, no, he knew better to handle it like he did. Okay, they could go to News Nation with Chris Coma. He didn't help the mama at all. Really? Don Lemon used to be at night. Now he's in the morning. They got him doing the morning or the daytime. He he said something to the white co-host girl, lady. I'm sorry, lady. And then he said something to what's her name? Nikki Haley. She used to be the UN ambassador, and now he said she want to run for office. And he said something about her being past her prime or something like that. So he had apologized. That was a low blow, even though I don't like Nikki Haley. Like what? I think me and her the same age. 45, 46. The interview didn't garner the sympathy it should have. Even trailer trash would have drawn more donations. Like, Lindsay. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this when I get home. On the road again. But I do think the one lady, Eric Williams' wife, She's asking for her goal $300,000. I'm sorry, ma'am, but that seems high. Y'all not had no insurance. Y'all know how I feel about insurance. But again, I don't know. The man, they said the man's gonna need like a lot of help when he gets home. He got rods and stuff in his legs. He probably can't go. If he had a job, he can't go there. And I don't know if they had kind of insurance they had or if they had any. I don't know. Maybe they do need 300K. I don't know. Check all these doctors, specialists, and stuff. Midwife can't. Yeah, you might need to go back to the night shift. On the night shift. Whew. But so when real talk. When do y'all think they gonna go talk to the Latavia's man in the jail though? You know they got to be coming next now. You know that, right? Listen, say didn't tell his man was he going. Okay, let me ask a question. Do you think the other girl that was in Brownsville and or Latavia, like this was like they were taking their side pieces on a little vacation? I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm just saying. If they drove to Mexico, yeah, from South Carolina to Mexico. What if it wasn't a real tummy tuck or a butt lift? What if that was the cover for the drug run? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because I've been watching a lot of ID Channel and Law and Order, Criminal Minds, CSI. It's always somebody coming through something trying to sneak something in. And it's like it's always on the cover of something like, oh, we just went to get medicine. Lindsay says I'll give it Medicaid. Yeah, he said, I didn't know he was going to Mexico. Well, man, what did he tell you he was going? He just said, oh, I'm going to go help a friend. Help a friend do what? And you know what? I'm wondering if she knew what he said that he was going to go do, but she didn't want to say it on the air. Or if he told her not to say where he said he was really going to go. You know what I'm saying? Wait, how many kids you got? Wait, how many kids she got? Because the picture I saw 3 kids. She got 5? I'm finna look up how much a tummy tuck and a BBL cost in Mexico. Cause ma'am, seriously, what diet and exercise gonna get you a BBL? 5? Some. Like I said, something just ain't right. You got 5 kids and 3 dudes and 1 lady needed to go with you to go get a BBL or a tummy tuck. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Like Keith Sweat say, some just ain't right. It just ain't right. Lizzie! Damn, Lizzie! Yeah. Lizzie and Black and Donna was going in. Damn. Wait, it said 5 kids. Okay, let me ask a question. I have to watch this video. What was one of the dudes that was on a trip with her? Was one of them her baby daddy? Lord, I hope. Lord, that's all them kids need. Almost lost two parents going to Mexico for a BBS. Trying to, Lord have mercy. Yeah, right. At this point, it's the wife and the kids. They innocent on this. The four that went down there, I got questions for them. I got questions. I just that's look. Yeah, we probably gonna solve. Look, we probably could solve the case before the feds can. Yeah, I mean, I give it another what maybe week. Like, but then again, it's like it's new stuff we're finding out every day. And look, Lizzie, some people felt the same way about Jaguar Wright. Here we are 2 months later. God damn, because it was shit happening every day. Happening every day. I just got a feeling that somebody is gonna find something in the Tavia body that that she was taking over there or going to pick up or something. Because the cartel gave up 4 people. Oh, okay. JWA National News. That's true, or international news, because it's between Mexico and yeah. I guess that's the only thing that saved her because her ass can't get on no plane and she ain't trying to drive to Mexico. She stayed within the she stayed within the border. This is kitchen table talk. Right, right, right. Look, maybe on the porch when when I was growing up with my aunties and everything, be out on the porch in the afternoon. Okay, y'all. This is kitchen table talk at best. You're right. Oh, I got two voicemails. Okay. Jada can put us on it if she wants to. All them people going ham in the air, she would disappear quickly. Okay, don't fly. Okay, number one, don't flight attendants. The air marshals, they not having it. You finna go to jail. That's the only thing they probably say that she didn't do that on an actual flight. Some man tried to stab somebody with a spoon on the air the other day, and then someone else tried to open a door. I'm like, what is going on? No, I don't think it's gonna go away because I was thinking like too. Maybe that's also why the response was quicker because it was like, okay, yeah, Shanquilla Robinson. Then it was like a couple or something in Mexico that they were looking for, and I'm just like, now you have this, and I'm just like, okay. And then guess who said that they were gonna do something, y'all? Um, about the 4 Americans. Hey, Saint Hudson, so glad to see you. Um, um, the 4 Americans who were who were kidnapped in Mexico, and I kept thinking to myself, Either he's trying to make it seem like the Republicans actually care about somebody, or it's just because they're from their state. It could be both. Um, what's that man name? You know what? It makes sense. Y'all said South Carolina. It makes sense now because he's the senator from South Carolina. What's his name? Um, not Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, I think it's Tennessee. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is from South Carolina, senator from South Carolina. He said he gonna help get down to the bottom of this. I said, Lord, either he trying to make either he got a message from the Lord, or he really is trying to make it seem like Republicans actually like people. Wait, what? See, y'all gonna have me looking up stuff tonight. Hey, Saint Hudson, that Korean woman unalive by her family and put in the pot. What? Okay, I'm about to look this up, y'all. Y'all gonna have me looking. Right? Yeah, they be calling him another name. Yeah, and he supposedly has a not a husband, but a partner or whatever that lives with him. That lives down there in Washington, I think, or I think it's Washington. Is it DC or South Carolina? But one of them, yeah. Oh, speaking of Abby Choi, it was crazy. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Abby Choi. Okay, so um, but thank y'all so much for having this talk on my drive home, praying for the family of the two people that passed away, praying for the victim. I do want these people to get back to their homes and hopefully safe. I mean, the cartel gave a letter, but we don't know what their real move is. But I need some questions answered about this whole this whole situation. Abby Choi. I'm gonna look that up. Well, thank you so much, Saint Hudson, Black Anonymous, Lindsay, Midwife K. Who else did I see in here? TC Gemini. Let's see. Mo is real. Ryan mindfulness. Okay. Thank you. Shout out to Demita 1968. Shout out to those of you who are in the bushes. Shout out to those of you who are gonna watch this on the replay. Yeah, none of them deserve that. I'm just like, because it was like they just got into the town and literally bullets started flying, and I was like, what the heck? Thank you. Definitely put your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have another topic you would like for me to address, I kind of want to do one, at least wrap. I don't know if we could come to a conclusion with the Jaguar Wright, since she's now in the hospital. Shout out to Sean David Way. She's in, according to him, she is in her third hospital. She was moved from Parkland Behavioral Hospital. She was moved to another hospital, and then now she's moved to a third hospital. She has a crisis team, and they took Goomba, her, I guess you say her estranged husband, off of the paperwork. And right now, the crisis team is talking with her mother. So Goomba and Sean was talking to the mother about what's going on uh, with her. So, but I was thinking, like, maybe we should have live about, mental illness. Like, because I keep wondering about, because Sean made a good point, was like, hey, Jaguar is being talked about because we're watching. She's doing these things because people are watching. The content creators, we are covering her content. And I kind of wonder, like, okay, with the person with the mental illness, is this social media actually helping them or hindering them? Like, as a viewer, because I was watching her, I'm subscribed to her on Instagram and also her YouTube page. Like, am I enabling? Did I enable her behavior? Even though I did come out and criticize some of the things that she did, I am praying for her. I still do, because I've dealt with people who, with the mental illness. You know what? I need to, because I'm trying to figure out this whole. That's what I'm saying. I have some things to catch up on. Like, how do I, like, with Tariq Nasheed in the museum looking like it's a building fund too, like Umar, and then he's having court cases with Morris World TV and Pan African Strikes Back. And I definitely need to do a reaction to that video. Oh my goodness. I'm saying, y'all, this is so much. Actually, we do. We just really, we have a lot of purchasing power. Yeah, we need to be more. We need to be better savers and more responsible spenders. Actually, 3 of the 4 people are from county in South Carolina. Hey, Christopher David. Oh, my county. What county is that? Oh, really? Black people don't spend the most on travel. We just recently discovered passport. Oh, I need to look at that too. The whole passport bros thing. I need to do a reaction on that man crying, trying to get people to give him $100 so he can get back, because he needed $100 because his flight needed to be rescheduled. But Christopher David, what what county is that? That's true. You don't need a passport to get it. Well, I want to say yes, you do now, because of the whole border security thing. They had made some changes. Because I remember, I used to be a what do you call it? Um, because there's some changes they made in going to, from, like, if you, like, in Texas, or like you go to Mexico now. Because before you didn't need a passport, but I think they may be asking for it now. But I'm gonna double check. So, but thank y'all again. Brazil is cracking down. Check out. Yeah, I did. I follow her. I didn't check on her. Even Taz Exclusives has been talking about it, and where something else, somebody else is covering it too. But now I forgot about this too. You know that women, there's some passport girls too. There's some women who go into places for sex tourism. So everybody trying to get a Stella got their groove back, you know. And I heard, for I was reading something that Africa, is becoming a place now for the well, well, maybe I gotta do a live about that. Okay. Yeah. When that book came out, everybody was like, "Oh, we want to go to Jamaica." I'm like, "Okay." Now, yeah, Kenya now. hmm So, so, but let me go and get in this house. I'll probably see some of y'all in someone's chat tonight, and I gotta do some more reading, check out some more videos. So I'm on the spring break. Yay! So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's evening. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay, love y'all. Bye.